Hello everyone, I have gotten out of Yemen safely after the wildest travel week of my entire life. I really tried to focus on the positives in Yemen over the last 10 videos, but I just cannot ignore the negatives of what is happening right now inside of this war-torn country. Yemen is the unfortunate victim of being controlled by the influence of first world powers who have taken advantage of their strategic location and natural resources.
اللهم ان الحياة شوية صعبة.
People are suffering here and some services and accommodation, you know.
It's not the 30 million people here who are the problem. They are as humble and as innocent as can be, and they are just trying to live a normal life like me and you. It's the neighboring countries who are screwing them over, and the situation is a lot worse than what you've seen on TV. For the last hour, we have been driving through Al-Qaeda territory, and it's really scary. Like, this might be the most anxious I've ever felt in this entire travel journey. The United Nations recently said that Yemen is currently in the world's largest humanitarian and health crisis, and my eyes and ears have taught me a lot over the last week. What's happening in this country right now is so hard for me to even discuss with you right now in front of the camera. In Yemen, I've seen poverty like none other. There is no sanitation, even in upscale restaurants. There's a huge cholera outbreak from the infected water. This is the water drinking station, killing thousands and thousands of people.
You can see it on their faces. You can see it on the place that they are suffering, but they don't want to show it.
People are living in scrap-together tents in 115-degree heat. Power outages occur for hours and hours each day. It's so freaking hot in my hotel room right now because the electricity went out. So I got a frozen water bottle from the market, and that is the AC. There's a huge gasoline shortage, making driving difficult.
And now here it's about like $20 for the 20 liters.
What was it before?
Let's say 50 cents.
And there's only one flight a day leaving Yemen, which I was on this morning. Most toilets are just holes in the ground, and even the nicer hotels had showers that were just a nozzle. To be quite frank, I don't recommend anyone to visit Yemen right now except for very experienced travelers. It is not comfortable. There is no relaxing. It's essentially the most lawless country in the world.
Yeah, there's no laws, it's steal. Nobody cares.
It's crazy. You come to Yemen and everything goes. Everything and anything goes. The president has been jailed in Saudi Arabia for years, so there isn't much of a federal government or legislation left. I saw kids as young as 8 years old speeding in a car down the freeway with his eyes just above the steering wheel. Do you drive?
Yeah, I drive.
A full car? Like a big car?
Yeah.
And nobody cares?
Nobody cares.
I saw children even younger carrying knives and guns on them and chewing that addictive plant called khat. As the conflict enters its 9th consecutive year, over 22 million people, or 3/4 of the population, need urgent humanitarian aid and protection. Close to half of Yemen's hospitals have shut down because there are too many sick people with too few doctors and medications. Every 10 minutes, a child under 5 years old dies of preventable causes. All of these things were visible to me as I road tripped the east, south, and central parts of the country, and it really makes me feel shame and sorrow for these innocent people. To conclude this video, I will give my 2 cents on what I think the future lies for Yemen. The most feasible way to rebuild Yemen, in my opinion, is through education. Instead of giving children guns, give them a pencil and a paper. I know it's not that easy to change the mindset of some of these extreme people, but it needs to be done if we want to see any sort of positive changes. As the conflict has totally collapsed the economy, everyone must work towards a negotiated political settlement so borders, airports, shops, and hospitals can reopen up. We're not quite sure who will take control of Yemen yet, but if I know one thing's for sure, the people of Yemen will stay strong and they will come together to rebuild this country and let it thrive like it used to be in its olden days. I will end this video with a call to action because any kind of attention to Yemen is important for getting the word spread out. So if you guys could share this video with all your friends and family, that would mean a lot, not only to me, but to a lot of people in this beautiful country called Yemen. Just want to say thanks again guys for watching my videos in Yemen. I really appreciate it. If you want to see more videos from every single country in the world, just subscribe to my channel. I have 26 more countries, which I'm planning to visit by May 2020. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next from the Philippines.